Imagine turning a sphere inside out, without cutting, without tearing. In 1958, a 28-year-old mathematician proved it was possible, and the world gasped. He solved the Poincaré Conjecture in 5 dimensions and higher, won the Fields Medal, then used that stage to denounce 2 superpowers at once. Stephen Smale, mathematician, activist, iconoclast. The man who broke through barriers of dimension and then broke all the rules. Born 1930 in Flint, Michigan. Grew up on a farm, walked a mile each way to a one-room schoolhouse, not exactly the launch pad for a mathematical genius. At Michigan, his grades cratered, B's, C's, even an F. He took academics very lightly, chess, politics, anything but studying. The department chair, Hildebrandt, threatened expulsion. Then Raoul Bott appeared. He found a mentor, Raoul Bott, and discovered topology. In 1957, he finally earned his PhD. He was 27, and he was about to shake the mathematical world. On the beaches of Rio, something remarkable happened. He later said his best work was done on the beaches of Rio. The establishment was scandalized. He proved a sphere could be turned inside out, the Smale Eversion. Mathematicians thought it impossible. He showed it was beautiful. In 1904, Poincaré asked, "What's the shape of the universe?" The conjecture became topology's holy grail. In 1960, Smale did the audacious. He skipped dimensions 3 and 4 entirely and proved the conjecture for all dimensions 5 and higher. At 31, he'd solved one of mathematics' most famous problems. The Fields Medal was inevitable. But Smale never stayed in the ivory tower. At Berkeley, he joined the anti-Vietnam War movement, organizing civil disobedience with Jerry Rubin. He was subpoenaed by the House Un-American Activities Committee. He refused to back down. In 1966, he traveled to Moscow to receive the Fields Medal. He was 36, at the peak of his powers. Then he did the unthinkable. At a press conference, he denounced the American war in Vietnam, and to the shock of his hosts, he also denounced Soviet aggression in Hungary. Back home, the NSF refused to renew his grant. The reason? His Moscow speech. His colleagues rallied. Academic freedom mattered more than conformity. The grant was restored. Even before Moscow, he'd moved on. He discovered the Smale Horseshoe, the mathematical heart of chaos theory. Simple systems, unpredictable behavior. In the 1970s, he turned to economics, applying topology to markets with Nobel laureate Gerard Debré. In the 1980s, he reinvented himself again, founding the theory of computation over real numbers. Throughout, he collected minerals, one of the world's finest private collections. Beauty in mathematics, beauty in the earth. He broke through dimensions. He cracked the Poincaré. He founded chaos theory. He challenged empires. And he never stopped exploring. Stephen Smale, the man who turned spheres inside out and showed us that the universe of mathematics is far stranger and far more beautiful than we ever imagined. This is Awards, where the world's greatest minds live forever.